Time to hit the garage.
Oh yeah.
Time to work on the bumper. We need those little gray strips for here.
Yeah, we have to go get those.
And we might need some more clips too, because they break all the time. So I think when you need product, where do you go?
Heel toe.
Heel toe. Let's go to the shop and get that.
Oh yeah.
Get that stuff.
So get our stuff. We're here.
Alright, let's go shopping. There we go. See, this little rubber molding stuff goes on the edge of the part. Yeah. I'll link it down in the description. Alright, that's all we really need for that S2000 bumper, so let's head back to the HT garage and get that lip started. Alright, this is the part of the video where we didn't realize that we had sped up the frame rate and had no audio. So the voiceover here is filling you in. We're putting a brand new grill in here, clips into place, and then we got to get these little speed clips from Honda to final fasten it. Those are on order. Swapping over the license plate bracket screw holder. We could have shaved this, but I wanted to have a little bit more OEM front end, and even though this is a little funky looking, you need a front plate in Oregon, so just in case we get nailed, we want to have a front plate bracket. These little brackets go up by the headlights, just a simple 10mm screw each one. And once that's on, we started working on the lip. The little gray molding that we got from the shop has a little adhesive strip, and it's got a special shape that just goes under the edge of the lip. But then we realized we didn't quite have a perfectly clean edge. Using a little razor and some denatured alcohol, we cleaned off the adhesive that was there, made a nice smooth mounting surface. Got it. Perfect. I think so. I think it's pretty perfect. We've got to put the 3M VHB tape on these other surfaces.
All these little squares and shapes and such.
Right. So
Got all the tape on
all
there.
right, all the tape's on.
Now, are we going to put the lip on the bumper and then put the bumper on the car? Or are we going to put the bumper on the car and then the lip on the bumper?
That's a great question. I think there's an argument for either way, right? Obviously, when you take the bumper off, the lip is on there, right? But I think it's wiser to put the bumper on the car and then put the lip on there, because when the bumper is on the car, we'll have all the mounting points set. The bumper will be the shape that it's going to be on the car, and then when we peel these backings away and stick it on there, it'll be in its natural spot. If we try to put this on the bumper first, I think it'll work, but you know, if the bumper gets tweaked a little bit when this is taped in a different spot, that's when you start getting separations on some of these areas. So I'm really glad that you asked that question. I think the answer is put the bumper on the car first and then put the lip on the bumper.
Perfect.
I think I should jack that thing up.
Here comes the bumper. Woo.
And once again, we find ourselves without audio, but this is pretty self-explanatory. Move the lip into place. Don't let that rubber molding get out of whack when you're putting it on. The little tapes hold the adhesive backing for the 3M tape so that we can peel it out once we get it all in place. All right, now for project B, I got to pull the fuel injectors out of the black Civic so we can send them out and have them like cleaned and balanced and stuff. I think one of them may be wrong, which is why I'm not able to pass DEQ with it. So fingers crossed on that. We're going to move the car to the side of the shop and then pull the injectors out and just let it sit outside until the injectors come back. Runs good enough, but it's not passing emissions, so I don't know. I changed a lot of different things. Try the fuel injectors. So we're going to pull these guys out. Looks like they're RC injectors. We're going to send them back to RC for, you know, testing. They flow test them and say what the flow pattern looks like, and then they'll clean them, and then hopefully they'll perform well in the end. So let's pull these guys out and see what's what. First things first, we got to relieve pressure from the fuel system. So usually just pop this little thing on the end of the fuel line. All right, little fuel leaks out, not a huge deal. That's why I put the car outside. The VTEC line right here.
Yeah.
It's there because this is a B20 engine, and that doesn't have a VTEC supply to the cylinder head to activate the VTEC. VTEC is activated by oil pressure, so you have to run an external line for the oil to get to the head so that the VTEC will work. And as it just so happens, it's right in the way of getting this fuel line off.
How convenient.
How inconvenient could that be? But that's okay. We only need to like lift it. Hopefully there's enough for him to lift it off to get the injectors out. Yeah.
So, do we sell fuel injectors that are compatible with B20 engines?
We do. We sell Deutschworks and Injector Dynamics and Fuel Injector Clinic and all kinds. And a bunch of companies make them, like Graham's Performance has some, and yeah, we can get all kinds of different injectors for this thing. I would just get new ones, except for the fact that I don't really know what size these are, and I didn't want to have to recalibrate the computer for a different injector size by getting the wrong one.
Let's see.
Plus, I think it would be good to know if there was actually something wrong with these, so that, you know, that I would have that knowledge, I guess, instead of just replacing things.
That seems like a smart thing to say.
Well, you know, everything is like replaceable in our society, but sometimes fixing something is better. There we go.
Oh,
there's one, which I dropped an O-ring somewhere.
Yeah, I heard that.
No, you didn't hear that. That should be down in the fuel rail. All right. I see problems already, so maybe this was a good call. So now I have another problem. This fuel injector regulator is not coming past the throttle cable. I think I'm just going to loosen the throttle cable on that one.
Pretty nice. Is it 12?
I used to know what all this stuff was, and now I've forgotten.
As the time has gone by.
As time has gone by, like sands in the hourglass, these are the days of our lives. All right, here we go.
It's coming out.
Yeah, none of these have. So 4, 3. I'm gonna mark these, which cylinder they came out of.
Pro tip.
All right. Wow, this thing used to be blue.
Oh.
All right.
I kind of wish it still was blue.
The fuel rail?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
That's
So,
cool.
fuel injectors out. I'll get those off to RC Engineering, and when we get them back, we'll just update you what the condition of them was, and we still need to figure out why this car doesn't pass emissions. It's very, very close. But until I can drive this car, I mean, I've committed myself. Until this car can drive and be registered, I'm not going to do anything to it. I have projects stacked up for this car, and I've got sort of big plans for it. So fingers crossed on this fuel injector thing. Well, thanks for watching this video. Aiello and I had fun making this one. It was a lot of work. That lip wasn't as straightforward as hopefully this video made it seem.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's on. The car looks fantastic. And Elise is happy, which is always a good thing.
That's
yeah?
a plus.
Yeah, so stay tuned for further installments of HT Garage Vlog, more videos to come. Have a nice day.